Okay. Advent of code number 21. So far there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars that I couldn't do on 50. So yeah. I mean, it's better than the previous years. What did I do on the previous years? I did 22 stars and 30. Okay. Let's go. This Linux year 21. Hello, Ian. How are you doing today? How are you doing? Yep. I'm good. Just woke up, worked out, took a shower, and Advent of Code directly. Great. What do you have any plans for today? So, day number 21. You managed to catch an airship right as it's dropping someone else off. Nothing special. No personal projects or fun stuff to do. You managed to catch an airship right as it's dropping someone else off on their all-expense paid trip to Desert Island. It even helpfully drops off near the gardener and his massive farm. And you got the sand flowing again, great work. Now we just need to wait until we have enough sand to filter the water of Snow Island and we'll have snow again in no time. I'm trying to rate a TUI. Ah, yes, that's nice. With just anchors or any easier library? What I mean, TUI is great, but what are you trying to do in the TUI? Like, what kind of program is it? C. Ah, yes. So probably anchors and courses. I had a. Oh, it's not in my history anymore. Oh well. I had a nice anchors tutorial, but lost it. Noops. What is noops? Is noops like an expression or something that is real? Ah, own library. Okay. But own library that does what? You mean you don't use anchors, is you build your own library. Ah, yes, with even lower level than this. What is it called again? I used this at some point in my life. Select clone from GitHub. Forgot how it's called. Ah, yes, the TC set thing. Yes. And then you have a bunch of other TC get at and TC set at. I guess that's it. Yeah, I remember doing something like this. That's hard, man. Why are you trying to do this? I mean, it's nice to be curious, I guess. Especially if you just want to learn about how terminal UI are made. I wonder if that works. How did it work? So I need to do full bar buzz, and then I could pick, I think. Yes, with the arrow. And then if I press enter, it did something. I don't remember. It's a very long time ago that I did this. It was in 2020. Ah, yes. I feel old now. SRC main. There is a TTY to check if your input is a TTY or just a pipe. ASCII Windows and stuff with mouse. Ah, you're on Windows. Okay, never mind. Ignore everything I said. Ignore everything I said. Nope, it's this one, and this one goes there. Oh, come on, yes. Ah, yeah, on Windows I have no clue how you can do this. But seems fun nevertheless, huh? You got the sand flowing again, great work. Now we just need to wait until there is enough time. While you wait, one of the elves that works with the gardener heard how good you are at solving problems and would like your help. He needs to get his steps in for the day. So he'd like to know which gardener plots he can reach with exactly his remaining 24 steps. He gives you an up-to-date map, your puzzle input of his starting position. S, okay. Garden plots, okay. And rocks, yeah. Which garden plots he can reach with exactly his remaining 24 steps. Ah, that sounds tricky. 64, not 24. Ah, yeah. Probably. This is remaining 64 steps. The health starts at the starting position S, which also counts as a gardener plot. Then he can take one step north, south, east, or west, but only on 2 tiles that are garden plots. This would allow him to reach any of the tiles marked O. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess it's only up, down, left, right, and not in diagonal. I mean, I guess, yeah, he cannot reach that one. It's only those 4 directions. Then he takes a second step, since at this point he could be at either tile marked O. This second step would allow him to reach any garden plot that is 1 step north, south, east, or west of any tile that he could have reached after the first step is... Oh, okay. And is he allowed to come back? After 2 steps, he could be at any of those tiles marked O above, yes, including the starting position. Oh, okay, so he can go backward. That makes sense. Okay, I thought the problem was going to be like we need to give him a path to optimize the number of tiles he can go, but this sounds simpler. Like you just keep a list of the current tiles, of the current possible tiles, and update that list as you go. A single third step leads to even more possibilities. Yes. Okay. He will continue like this until his steps for the day have been exhausted. After a total of 6 steps, he could reach any of the garden plots marked O. Yes, in this example, if the elf's goal is to get exactly 6 more steps today, he could use them to reach any of 16 garden plots. Okay. That's just the count of this, huh? 5, 8, and 8, yeah. However, the elf actually needs to get 64 steps today, and the map he's handed you is much larger than the example map. Starting from the garden plot marked S on your map, how many garden plots could the elf reach in exactly 64 steps? Okay, sounds easy enough, but maybe I'm wrong. So let's do this. Clip, example. So we need a map, but I cannot use the map keyword, so I'm What is another good name for it? Garden, yes, let's just call it garden. Garden is it's dynamic of a dynamic slice of dynamic slices. Oh, actually no, it's often there's the same pattern where when there is a 2D grid to parse, like so, for line in. Yes, I have to restart. Strings, split line iterator, like so, and we do append garden. We append garden, and we then do I think it's strings. There's isn't there like a rune thing? Oh, I think it's UTF-8 actually. Unicode UTF-8, and it's UTF-8 string to runes, yes. And then we do line like so, and we need to defer delete garden, and we need to defer for row in garden do delete row. Okay, and we just let's print garden in run. That looks correct. Empty, and then there is for them. Yeah, that's correct. Then we need to do so we'll have a loop that goes from 0 until 6. So for each step, and we will have a dynamic array current tiles. Yeah. So current tiles, which is again dynamic array of positions, like so. And on which day was it? It wasn't. I think it was this one. Where can I just copy paste? Ah no, it was 18. Wait, no. It was 19? No, it was 17. I'll get there. I just need, yes, this. This, because it's gonna be the same thing. So mods is always mods, and it's not CityMap, it's garden. This is garden as well, and we continue if it's outside of the bound. It's the same thing, and that's to get the neighbor. And what we need to do is and we need to do this for current tiles. For tile in current tiles. Up. What's this? Current plus mod. Nice. Guess we can call it. Well, no, just tile is fine. Just tile is fine. I guess mods can be declared up. Wonder if I actually need the parentheses when I do this. Can't I just like write it like so? I mean, it looks a bit strange, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Guess I could do this. Nope, I cannot. Okay, so now I'm on each of the neighbor of the current tiles, and I need to do current tiles update, which is going to be this as well. Just a dynamic array or dynamic slice, whatever. And we just need to do append current tiles update, and we update by neighbor, like so. And when we're done, we do that, we delete current tiles, and we do current tiles is equal to current tiles update. And then we do println len current tiles. 0, that's not great. Ah yes, I need to sorry, I need to do for row in garden. I need to do start is just some position, and then for do for tile in row, and I need to get the y here and the x here. Do if tile is equal to s, do, yeah, that's maybe too much on one line, but it's fine. I think it's understandable if you read it left to right, like it's for every line, for every tile, and then there is a, if that tile is something, and there is a simple thing here, which is start is equal to xy. And what we need to do is need to open to current tiles, and we need to open the start. And let's print the start to make sure that it's correct. Come on, start 5, that looks correct. Okay, and this is definitely not correct. This is definitely not correct. Let's just do one step, and let's print current tiles. So current tiles. Ah yes, I need to do. Yeah, my bad. I need to do how is it called? Garden neighbor y neighbor x is equal to a rock. We don't use it. Up, like so. So now there is only 2. And if I do 6, still not good. Still not great. So let's do 1 and print it. So it's, let me get the example as well. So in this case it's 4, 5, 4, 5, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's this one. And the other one is 5, 4, which is this one. So this one is correct. Let's do one more step. Nope. Actually, let's just do for row in garden, then do y for tile in, for tile x in row, and we have something like this. Oh, I can do this? Oh, this is awesome. To like loop loop over each cell of a 2D grid, and then you can do like whatever you want here. That's really cool. That's a nice pattern. Like you have, I mean, yeah, it's nothing incredible, but like so it looked so much better than having 2 of indentation, like so. At least to me it looks better, but anyway. And actually, now that I notice it, I have to do this. Your cam is out of focus. Oh yes, it is. Bruh. Bruh, come on. Yes. Come on, man. Okay. He's back, he's back. He's back. Is he? Yeah, he seems like it. Yeah. I mean, it's weird. I don't know. Shitty cam, I guess. Shitty cam, I guess. 4 tiles in row, and then we print it in, nothing, and then we do a 4 T in current styles. T in current styles. Do if wait, no. Fuck it. Let's do 40 in. It's just a debugging thing anyway, so. False if is possible if tile equals to t, do is possible is equal to true. If is possible, can you do something like do something and then else do something? Is this possible? Would be curious. Okay, you cannot. Actually, you can. I read this. No, fmt print ln. Wait, no, just print o. I think it's like in Python. You can do ternary like this. Yes, you can. Okay, that looks slightly cleaner. Oh, apparently you cannot. Yes, I need to do this to xy. Compound literal used. Do I need to do like this? Do I need to put some parentheses? Ah, yes, indeed. Let's see. Oh. Don't oden as ternary. Yeah, there is the classical ternary operator, but I think there is as well the. I mean, I thought there was the Python ternary operator as well, but apparently you need to do to use the result of it. Huh. And yeah, just for the sake of exploring the language, what about the classical ternary? Yeah, it's the same thing. But I think there is both. Ternary. So yeah, as you can see, there is the Python style ternary one, but there is also the C and C++ style one. But apparently it needs to be like you need to handle the value, and here I'm just doing a print, like it needs to return something. So that doesn't work in my case, so let's just keep it simple for the sake of debugging. Else That makes me think that I've had this pattern in the past in some problems, so I should have thought of the ternary operator then. Let's print this. Yes, and no. Here, let's print not this, but tile. Okay, so that's after 2 steps, I think, which is exactly the same as what I'm supposed to get, which is this one. Next, we are supposed to have this one. So, and what? Reached after 2 steps, it could be at any of the tile marked O. So 4. Already we see an issue. There is 5 of them. Wait, is there just a duplicate somewhere in it? Yes, there is just a duplicate. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can fix this. Is there maybe in Odin a unique function? Let's just wait. No, get me back to documentation. Unique. Oh, there is a unique one. That's perfect. I mean, I guess it's big O of 2, and I could like have this optimized, but I'm too lazy, so I mean, I'm too lazy for now. Unless there is actual time gain that is needed, I won't do this. And I can do slice unique of current tiles update. It's not unique? It is unique. Is this new by any chance? Unique replaces consecutive. Ah, consecutive. So already that's not what I want. Is this? Let's see. Let's check. Let's check if it's something new. How do I do blame in it? In GitHub again? Blame, yes. So unique last week. Okay. So yeah. To run this, I would have to like recompile Odin, but it's not even passing CI/CD, so. So I'm not going to use unique. That's definitely something that could be improved on the documentation. Is just having like a little thing that says when it was added, like a version or a date or something. So there is no unique, but there is a very simple way to fix this. Is we just do current tiles is instead of a dynamic thing, we just do map of this, and it's a thing with an empty struct, and we don't do an append. We do like so, it's equal to this. And again here, we don't do this, we do s neighbor. So, if you're in a programming language that doesn't support sets, but has a map or dictionaries, you can just have a map that have the value of your set in its key, and an empty struct in its value, and that behaves basically the same as a set. Huh? What was I doing? Ah, yes. Map of this struct. And I think it's fine. Let's see. I do need to now iterate over. Wait, no. I do need to iterate like this. I think it's okay. 4, which is correct. What about 6? 16. All right, that's perfect. And I think it's exactly the output we want. Yes, okay. Let me get the puzzle input. Xclip into input. Here, let's remove the debug print. Check that it still works. 16 is correct. Let's remove the start. And let's run this on inputs. And let's make this 64. And it's this number. Let's see if it's correct. It's correct. All right. That was easy. Now, generally, step 2 is much harder. Step 2 is generally much harder. Let me quickly do... this is part 1 answer. Okay. Okay. The elf seems confused by your answer until he realizes his mistake. He was reading from a list of his favorite numbers that are both perfect squares and perfect cubes, not his step counter. The actual number of steps he needs to get today is exactly this. Fuck me. And so I guess... I guess I have some optimizing to do. He also points out that the garden plots and rocks are set up so that the map repeats infinitely in every direction. Fuck's sake. I guess that's just a modulo, huh? So should be fine. Should be fine. So if you were to look at, one additional map width and map 8 out from the edge of the example map above, you would find that it keeps repeating. Yeah, that's fine. This is just a tiny 3 map by 3 map slice of the inexplicably infinite farm layout. Garden plots and rocks repeat as far as you can see. The elf still starts on the middle tile marked S, however, every other repeated S is replaced with a normal garden plot. Yeah, I mean, it's just a modulo, come on. I mean, he's specifying this, of course, but yeah. Yeah, I guess it's important to say because we don't have to simulate like multiple elves, we just have to simulate the original one. Here are the number of reachable garden plots in this new infinite version of the example map for different numbers of steps. In exactly 6 steps, he can still reach 16. In exactly 10, he can reach any of 50 garden plots. In exactly 50, and so on and so on and so on. However, the step count the elf needs is much larger, starting from the garden plots marked S on your infinite map. How many garden plots could the elf reach in exactly this number of steps? Okay, let's first try to figure out this infinite layout thing, and let's then figure out how to get this many steps in without waiting a year for it. I think the start, this is still correct. Mods is still correct. I'm trying to split parts 1 and 2 right now. So what I think I can do is this. And yeah, I could optimize this, but are you on Linux? Yes, I'm on Arch Linux currently. So no fetch. And I'm on Arch Linux using Xmonad for my window manager, and using the fish shell and yeah, that's basically it. Are you on Linux? Or are you a Mac or Windows person? Nice. Yeah, Arch Linux is hard to set up, but once you set it up, well, you can customize everything you want, and also it looks good and it's tailored for you, so yeah, it's nice. Ah, a fellow Arch user. Nice. I just use Hyperland. I have no clue what Hyperland is. Is that like the Wayland thing? Hyperland. I think I've heard of it, but Hyperland. Ooh. So it's a tiling window manager that on Wayland. Yeah, I would like to switch to Wayland at some point. Ooh, looks good. Although I hate the animations like this, but I guess you can easily disable them. Easy to configure, smooth. Yeah, that looks good. Is it easily customizable though? Because I mean that's good for like the Unix porn subreddit, but for like daily use, well, you can turn them off if you don't want. Yeah, of course. But still wondering, you know. I mean, I assume that this kind of project has a nice customizability. But yeah, you know, that's nice for a screenshot, but I don't want to use that, so yeah, that's slightly better. Super easy, well documented, but comes with Wayland issues. Yeah, that's the whole reason. But because Wayland, like, I don't know, just using Xorg or X11 tools is like I haven't even looked at the code base of it, but I already know it's shit. And yeah, the only reason I would like to migrate to Wayland is for the fact that it's more modern and sane. I mean, I hope, but like the compatibility issues. Although, I mean, with stuff like this, I guess it solves a lot of compatibility issues. But still, I don't know. Can you make like the NVIDIA driver work easily on it? Or is it just not related to Xorg Wayland even? Can you make OBS work on it? Can you make Steam work on it? I don't know. Because, I mean, besides those, I only need a browser or terminal, huh? So NVIDIA sucks on Wayland as far as I know. Ah, yeah, that's an issue. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I mean, NVIDIA is so popular that I wouldn't be surprised if they fix this in the coming year. That wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, I'm excited for Wayland. But I'm gonna wait until it's more stable. Awesome videos, by the way. I just found your channel today. Thank you. I try to make them awesome. But yeah, there isn't too much editing or like like effort on the presentation, but I try to get the content and the information as clear and as fast as possible, without falling into the TikTok trap or you watch 1 minute videos but you feel like shit. So I try to keep them between 5 and 10 minutes and be concise but informative. Anyway, I will definitely check out Hyperland if I ever migrate to Wayland. Seems like a cool project. Yep. Your content is really great. I always like such content. Yeah. It's I mean, I'm making the content I like to watch, so yeah. My main inspiration was like series like little bit of Lisp. If you don't know this guy, he's like the Lisp master, and he does like all those very small videos. I mean, I think he has basically 60 of them, It was extremely useful to learn Lisp because there is a lot of little stuff to know. Do you know Wine? Yeah, I know Wine. But I mean, I don't use Wine, but I guess when I install Steam and the Proton layer, under the hood, it's just a wrapper around Wine. But I don't want to bother too much with Wine itself. I just let Steam do its thing. And where are you from, by the way? I'm from Belgium. I live near Brussels. How about you? How about you? How about you? Yeah, I quickly checked my statistics for the YouTube channel, and apparently I have a decent amount of viewer in the United States, which I didn't expect, but I'm for India. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, my company is, I mean, I think half of the IT staff is in India. I mean, half. Yeah, no, half is, I think, a good thing. So I always work with Indian people remotely or even on site. So yeah, nice country, nice people. What was I doing? Nice, yes. Yes, was trying to figure out how to make this thing infinite. So I'm gonna do a disgusting thing that is called copy pasting a bunch of code. So this is part one, which I will refactor after if I feel like it. But for now, let's just first get the results. So, let's have this. And let's do this part two. And what I want is, I do not want this, I want to make it infinite, so what do you do? What? You don't know me. Okay. What do you do? Neighbor. So I guess I can do neighbor x is modulo equal to just Monsieur student. Ooh, nice. What are you studying? Like just general computer science, or is there a topic that you're fond of? I mean, using Arch Linux as a CS student, you're basically already better than half of them, to be honest. So yeah. Wait, unnamed tile. Yes. Let's make a scope for this. Yep. Let's make another scope for this. Yes, Arch Linux elitism. Always nice. Always nice when it's ironic. Wait, modulo equal. That makes sense, but I need to do this on example. And here I need to do println current tiles, and it still needs length. Like so, and index is out of range. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I guess I have a problem if there is negative index. But how does the modulo operator work? Because I know in some language, if you have a negative number, if you do -1 modulo 10, it runs to the positive numbers. But apparently in Odin, it's not the case. Port core fmt println -1 modulo 10 mean. Is that not good? Redeclaration of main Discord. Ah, yes. Can I do just Odin run t.odin file? Oh, fuck's sake. mv t.odin to this. We already have a t.odin there. No. Can I run the one that I just moved? Is reserved as an entry point procedure in the initial scope. Okay, whatever, let's just do it here. -1 modulo 10. I don't know why I even try to do it somewhere else. Oh, fuck. It's okay, so it doesn't round to the positive one. Is there like a special modulo operator? Is there like a special modulo operator that rounds the negative number to modulo? Modulo. Remainder. What is the difference between modulo and remainder? Let's just try it out, I guess. So 2%. Oh, then it's the same behavior as in Python. So okay, let's just use this. I guess I can have 2 modulo here and then an equal. And so after 64 steps, it would be this. Let's go here after 6. So let's try after 6 steps. It is 16, so that's nice. After 10, yeah, I know you cannot see, but trust me, it's 50. So I'm just trying every single value and comparing. Let's try 50. Fuck, 50 doesn't work. 50 is 81. Yes, of course. Because I mean, yeah, this can go away, but here actually, it's not what I need to do. I need to do the remainder, but only when I check it. Never when I assign it. You don't use any bar in Xmonad? No, not really. I don't have any use for it. Actually, like, I mean, you cannot see it on stream, but I have a 49-inch screen. So having a top bar would be ridiculously long, and it would be a huge waste of screen space. So that's one reason I don't have one. But even when I had a shorter monitor, I didn't need one because, I mean, what do you display on a top bar? Like, you display the hour, and yeah, I don't know. Like the battery level if you have a laptop. But there is a Exmo bar, I think, for that is a top bar for, how do you call it? Yeah, just a bar, which is a bar for Xmonad, but yeah, never tried it because I don't need it. When I want to see the time, I either look at my phone or I do a shortcut on my keyboard which pops a notification, and you cannot see it because it's in the far right corner of the screen. And I have one other shortcut for the battery level, and that's it. My setup is all about not being able to load a website. Yes, I just would like to maybe look at what usually people. You see, this guy has no top bar. Ah no, he has a little corner overlay. That's actually nice. a small overlay like this for the time. I mean, maybe you cannot see it, but here in this screenshot. But otherwise, I mean, yeah, they have Spotify in it, they have like a launcher, but I don't need the launcher, I already have this. So I can just run Brave, I don't know, Qt browser, any application that is on my system with this. What else do they have? Network status. Yeah, but I have a desktop computer, so it's always like connected to Ethernet, so I don't need this. Battery level, which both of those would be nice on a laptop. And then they have a little thing to kill, to restart or shut down the computer. But again, I just have a shortcut, which is this, and then I have a little prompt to know if I want to shut down. And yeah, that's it. I just use shortcuts for all of those things, and yeah, I don't have a pixel wasted at the top. So yeah. So let's do it like this, and this actually doesn't need to be anything. So, and this seems closer to the actual answer. 194, yes, that is perfect. Let's try 10 again. 10 is 50. Let's try 100. 65, 36, which is correct. Let's try this. Already it takes time. That's annoying. Come on, you can do it. Okay, fuck it. He cannot. Oh, speed. Let's make it speedier. I studied CS a long time ago. Okay, it's correct for 500, but the problem is I need to compute this for millions, and I'm already slow. But let's try. I think the problem is I'm keeping a set that is this long, which is probably eating up my RAM, and I'm making a huge amount of allocations. So virtual memory. Apparently I'm not making too much allocations actually. Maybe a smarter way to do this would be to instead of storing them, I would still only store the modulo versions, but I would store a counter next to them. Yeah, that doesn't help. That does not really help, does it? I'm not sure, maybe it would. Yeah, I need to compute like this with to compute this exponent, I don't know, exponent 100, exponent 1000, and this is already taking 1 minute, so not great. Not great. So I have the correct answer, I'm just slow as shit. Huh. Okay, so now I need to find a way to compress this infinity thing. Mm. Do I just make a struct that keeps the remainder position, but also a counter of how many we have currently? Hmm. Uh, okay, so let me visualize this. So if I have this position on the current step, but I also have like the same position here. There is no point in storing the position for for the two of them. I can just store this one with a counter of 2, and then on the next step for each of its neighbor, I add to this cell 1, like the counter of the time that it's present. I add 1 to it. I think that would be okay. And I think I can just have a fixed length array that has 1 element per this. Maybe not. Let's just make it a map. Actually, yeah, I already have a map, but instead of making it this weird trick with a set, I will just have one position relates to an integer, and here I don't need this actually anymore. But what I want is I want this to be equal to this, and I still want to do this, like so. Yes. Yeah. This. So I want to remainder them. But then I want to do this. Or else 0. And I want to do all of this plus 1. And it's actually just current tiles. We don't care about this. And this is just 1 to start. We don't need to delete them. We don't need to do this. And again, it doesn't need to be updates. And let's just make it 6. Okay, why is it 81 already? That's strange. Part 2. And why is it 81? It's supposed to be 16. And also I'm not supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to have a sum is equal to 0. And we do 4. We don't care about this. We just do v in current tiles. Let's call it c for count. We do sum plus equal c. And here we just do sum. But there is already something strange going on. Yes, okay, that's way too big. About 1. 27. Okay. What the fuck? What the fuck? Can we print ln current styles? How do I have 27? Why is there 2? It's supposed to be 1. Oh, fuck. Maybe... Counter? I need to, like, take this into account as well. Maybe modifying the current one is not a good idea. I guess maybe I still need this. And I still need to do updates here. I still need to do updates here. But this is not this. This is a new clone of current tiles. And I think we need the counter. Count assigned value counter type. Can I just dereference it? Dereferencing it is not so. Still not great. Still not great. My decline mode, so yeah, that's fine. So we have a start at 1. And then why does it become 2? Let's print ln neighbor. Wait, what the fuck? It was 2 and then it was 1. Did I just forgot to save the file? No, it's a bit random, which is concerning. Why would it be random? Oh, and why is there suddenly 2 of them? I guess I still update, but I just did a clone, so that's strange. What if I make it a pointer? And here I don't dereference it. Delete that will match. So I would need to dereference it here. And then... yeah, okay, let's not do this. Chum chum. Okay, so my thing is a bit random, but I'm not sure why. Double free. Oh. Double free. So I guess it's here. Okay, there is really, really strange things happening. Can I do current tiles like so? Fuck. So this is the original one, and this is the update one. Does it say what new clone is doing? Built-in, I think it's in built-in, and then a new clone. Oh no, it's in runtime. And there is no documentation because Odin. Fuck me. Ah man. New clone, new aligned. New. Is there just a regular clone? There is only new clone. Is there a copy? Copy from string, copy slice, même copy. Oh, there is a copy. Ah no, it's just an explicit overloading. Maps in Odin are a bit tricky. I mean, I'm dumb as well, huh? But they are still tricky. How about I never delete it? Which is bad, but okay, what the fuck happened? How? I don't get it. I do not get it. Tile. Okay, so it's getting this one multiple times. What if so if I don't update it, there shouldn't be any issues, right? Okay, how about I do this and copy it manually? That sounds simpler. For key value in current tiles, do current tiles update key is equal to value. And then I do it like so. Yes. Okay, okay. There is no more weird behavior. Okay. Can I delete it and there will still be no more weird behavior? Okay, that seems fine. Let's put it to 6 and see if it spits out. No, it's not the correct answer, but it's an answer at least. So it's 85, which is definitely not correct. Actually, since this is new, I think we need to make this 0. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Ah, yes. And we need to do this update. Nope, still. Wait, no, it's not this. It's just tile. So if we count, if there is like 4 of one tile, and we go to its neighbor, we will have 4 times the neighbor as well. Yes. We'll have 4 times neighbor. No, it's the count. Okay, no, I think I got it. So it is update neighbor, like so, but it's not +1. It's huh. It is. So the current tile. Does that sound correct? It's definitely not correct. Yeah, because after 6 steps, it's still the same. So let me take back the example. So that's a simple example. So I go there, and there should be 1 and 1. And then what happens is this needs to be equal to 0, but this becomes this becomes 1. Okay. Let's stop doing this garbage. I mean, that's obviously not right, because it's always 0 in that case. Okay, and let's do one step. So after one step, so this is 0, and this is 1, this is 1. That's perfect. Then, after 2 steps, already I have some 2. Why do I have some 2? Ah, yes, okay, I understand. I understand. So what we need to do is only do +1 if there was a remainder that is different than the previous remainders. So if it's like in one map that is part of the infinity, like not the current one. Tile. There shouldn't be a 2. So it's after 2 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there is a 7. Ah man. How can we distinguish between something that was correctly modulo and something that was not? I cannot just have a lower than check, because that would only be the original one. I need it to be generic to like any number of tiles in that direction. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hmm. And my initial thought was that we can also like do some kind of divide equal. Then we store this as well next to the actual position, but that would be the same as just not doing any remainder stuff. Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna make tea. Oh, and yesterday I made a break scene. Final. And then oh wait, there is no audio when I do a break, which makes sense. But then maybe I said some stuff that you didn't understood. Anyhow, break. Alright, I'm back. I'm back, I'm back. Made some tea, made some tea. Um, mm, So the count needs to be the count on how many garden is it on? How many copies of the garden is it on? Not how the huh. So I can do this, and if I have a new one for this particular tile, then I increase it by 1. But that doesn't sound smart. That does not sound smart. Because I still have to identify it somehow that it's on this garden or this garden, not like and not the origin. And to identify this, I need to keep track on which it is on, and I have no clue. I mean, no. If I want to keep track of this, I have to like allocate some memory somehow to store this information, and I cannot do that because it would be too big. Poopy poopum, poopy poopum, poopy poopy poopum. How can I do this? Ah la la, that sucks. That sucks. So we are in this, in this case, and then we want to make sure that the starting position is only counted once. So before I used a set for this that keeps unique keys, but I need to find a smarter way, and the way to do this would be to say maybe have a counter that says has this been already modified, and if it has, don't do anything. Yeah, maybe, I'm not sure. So that would solve that we only count that once, and it would make the correct answer for only one tile, one garden. But if you duplicate this garden in multiple directions, like so, and then suddenly you have one here and let's say one here, and you want to count this neighbor 2 times. How do you do so? You know, there's a stuff with a counter I said above, where you only... So you would have 2 for this, and then you would count 2, but only once, which is correct. But then the problem is if you have if you're on this current on the edge, and you're about to cross. If you're about to cross, this is where I do +1. Can I just do +1 when it crosses? I don't think I really need to distinguish between which of those garden it is on. If it crosses over to another garden, I can just increase by 1, and I can detect that with a divide operator. Or like if the remainder is different than the current one. Okay, so let's write some pseudocode for it very quickly. If remainder different than neighbor, we do current neighbor +1, and then here we would have like a visited thing, which is again, I think this would be a map of int. It would be a set of things that we already visited. And here we would do if visited visited, yes. If neighbor not in visited, we do this. I mean, not exactly this, but something like this. And we do visited neighbor is equal to empty. So that would be my solution. So we could do original is equal to neighbor, like so. We don't have to do this. And if we do original is different than neighbor, because then we do this, we clamp neighbor to the boundaries, and if it's different, we do current tile updates. So we just crossed over. That sounds almost right, but not quite. I don't think this thing will fully work, but okay. I can still just continue if it's this. That's fine. Can I just make it a do here? Make it a do as well here. If neighbor is not visited, we do this. Okay. That looks right, but maybe not for the good reason. What if I have 6 steps? 29, okay, no, it's supposed to be 16. But all of those are supposed to be equal to 1, which is correct. Okay, so at least that's something. And so yeah, no +1s here. Neighbor, but that's not it, that's just tile. And tile will be like so. Oh, that's tricky, huh? That is tricky. I don't think the visited thing will work. I do not think the visited thing will work. There is a syntax error. And so that's a current number of tiles, but or else 0. Sure. So that's 16, which is good. But as soon as we're gonna go above it, and I think we're gonna be fucked. So just 10. Yeah, already that's not good. There is too many of them. It's supposed to be 50. Contain. I think containers. Actually, I don't think we need to do this. I do not think we need this, but we do need this. We need the count, and we know this exists because we're currently on it. Yes. Are you considering your current position in repetition as a garden? Are you considering your current position in repetition as garden? I'm not fully sure what you mean, but I am doing this remainder thing to like I mean maybe count the number of repetition. That's what I do here. So I get the original and then I remainder to clamp it to the bound of it, and then here I do if the original was outside of the bound. So if it's in another garden, I do plus equal to 1. So I keep track of in how many gardens it is. So if I have this one here, but I also have one here, I will have a value of 2. Or at least that's the idea, but I'm not sure it will work. I mean, I think this original different than neighbor to increase the number of repetitions I have will work, but I am not sure that the visited thing will work. Actually, do I need a visited? Since I don't do +1 here, I just do an equal. What about your starting position? Oh, that's correct! Wait. 50! Ooh! What about 50? Fuck, that's not correct. So now 6 is correct. So 16 and then 10. 10 is correct as well. But if I go to 50, it's not correct. It's supposed to be 1,000 something. Yikes. What about your starting position S? Yes, that's right here. So I have the current tiles, the original one, and I just do current tiles of start is equal to 1. Because we have only one instance of it. So I think that's covered. I think that is covered. Ah, fuck. Maybe the +1 is not working well enough. Wait, what do? I do if original different than neighbor. Ah, fuck, I I increase it by 1 here, but then I disregard the +1 here since I just do an equal. Da, 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 da. Is it possible that I need to update the current one? Ooh. That looks closer to what I want. 16, 50. Fuck, that's not 50. Do, 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 do. Mhm. So if original is different than neighbor, that means that we are supposed to have a new instance of it. Uh, huh. Can we just do it like so? Like this is +1, and else. I'm not sure why it's saying this. Otherwise, we don't do +1. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Does this 10 thing work with? Okay, so the 10 step doesn't even go outside of the bound. Or it does, but like. Oh, it does go out of the bound. But then why is 50 correct? Hmm. That is quite strange. So it goes outside of the bound, but he still can only reach 50 garden plots. This new infinite version of the example map for different numbers of steps. Hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Am I not handling the rocks correctly? Because I need to like, if this neighbor is a rock, continue. Index. Yes. Yeah, no, actually, that's correct. Actually, that's correct. If the remainder is a rock, we continue. divided equal by land garden. And if we cut the example, and so at some point it's outside of the bound here, it's like 311, but clamped it's 30. And so 30 is 0, 1, 2, 3. It's this column, and 0 is indeed not a rock. And it arrived here, and then it loops back around to here, which is correct. And what I'm wondering is, so I'm not taking into account that there is an infinite map. I don't do any plus ones anywhere, but I still get the good answer of 50. I guess it's because of this one. Yeah, it's just this one getting propagated everywhere. Which is good, but I'm slightly confused. So this the length of Piontite should be 50 as well, okay. So they're all ones. So this is after 6 steps. But then we know that after 10 steps is definitely going outside of the bound. But why is it still 50? It's not supposed to be 50. Maybe I need to reread the thing. The help seems confused to answer, realizes this mistake. He was reading from a list of his favorite numbers that are both perfect squares and perfect cubes, not his step counter. The actual number of steps he needs to get today is this big number. He also points out that the garland plots and rock are set up so that the map repeats infinitely in every direction. So if you were to look one additional map width or map height out of the edge of the example above, you would find that it keeps repeating. That is fine. This is just a tiny 3 map by 3 map slice of the inexplicably infinite farm layout. Garden plots and rocks repeat as far as you can see. The health still starts on the middle tile marked S, though every other repeated S is replaced with a normal garden plot. That's fine. That doesn't impact anything. Here are the number of reachable garden plots in this new infinite version of the example map for different numbers of steps. Let me take a small break. So 50 garden plots. Is there even 50 available on the default one? Can I do this and then counter is equal to 0 and we do if tag is a dot do counter plus equals to 1 println counter. Just want to turn tiles. Yeah, don't care too much about this. Okay, there is 80 available tiles. Actually, that might be a good way to debug. Let's see. So yeah, I think there is a problem because there is adjacent tiles, which should be impossible. No, oh yeah, okay. I guess it's not, yeah. Okay, I just got lucky because all of those tiles are like they're supposed to be on other garden, but if you keep them on the same, which is what I'm doing right now, they are still in unique spots. So there is never like a +1 needed. Which I guess is a big hint. Which I guess is a big hint. It's so it is going outside of the bound. What do I do if it goes outside? What do I do if it's going outside? I need to do +1 for something. So I feel like already this should be correct. Because if it like doesn't go out of the bound, it's like normal behavior that the neighboring tile gets the count of the current one. Yes, because like if there is 2 of them in 2 different gardens, there will be also 2 neighbors. So that's fine. But then when do I increase them by 1? Huh. Yeah, what I want to do is yeah, what I want to do is what I had just before. So I wanted to just do +=1. Wanted to do this +=1 and then we don't care. That's what I had just before and this is not correct. Oh, it is. I mean, it is for 10, but it's not for like 50. Yeah, it's definitely not correct for 50. Let me still check, but yeah, no. It's too big. It is too big, yeah. Actually, maybe this is not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be here, and let's keep this like so, and it's neighbor. So that's still not correct, but that feels more like something. So it's still 50 here, and of course it's still 16 here. Yeah. But if I do 50, it's 160 something, but it's not supposed to be this. So we put the neighboring tile to the count of the number of garden it is in from the current one. And if it's going outside of the bound, we increase it by 1. And why does it stay 80? Ah, maybe it gets resetted. Is this so it's 10, which is an even number. Ha 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 ha. It is tricky. So the problem is that at some point we're gonna go out of the bound of the garden. So let's say from this tile to this tile. But it's possible that this tile has also neighbors that are in the current garden, in its garden. And what we want to do is the sum of the count of any of those, which should be equal. Oh, actually, is it equal? Hmm. Do we just pick the maximum? Is it equal though? Is there like a blank line in the example? Oh yes, there is, okay. Okay. So when it goes outside of the boundary, we want to increase it by 1, but we also want to keep track of the ones that are in the current tile. Ah, maybe I need to reverse my approach. So instead of going on a tile and visiting its neighbor, I need to, and like I update the neighbors, I need to go over every single tile, and if it's a plot, I go over its neighbor and then I add them in for that tile. Like what I mean is instead of exploring from the tile to the neighbors, I explore from the neighbors to the tile. I think that should maybe be easier. So let's comment all this for 2 seconds. I need to have a for row garden do for tile x in row. So I iterate over every square. Yeah, every tile. That's okay. I think I'm still gonna have this, and I still need the mod thing. Still needs the mod thing. And I'm gonna do if tile is different than is a wall. We don't care. So over every single plot, then we get the neighbors of that plot, and what we need to do is well, it's something similar, huh? So it's tile plus mod, so that gets a neighbor, and then we still have this, we still have this. And we need to keep track of the max count is 0, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So we know if it's a wall, then if it's an original, we don't do this, we just do max count plus equal to 1. Yeah. And here we do max count is equal to max of max count. This can assign value tile. Yes, it's not tile. It's I don't know. Let's call it tile value. But let's make up that tile is xy. Like so. Like so. Is that correct? Yeah, that sounds correct. And let's run this. And I have only garbage because I don't update it. And so after that I have a max count for this tile. Can I do something like this? Like similar thing. And here at the end of this we do current tiles update for tile is equal to max count. That's not good. Let's do one step. One step is 45. What the fuck? Let's. One step is 45. What happened? What happened? I don't understand as well how it's not crashing. Because this is supposed to be or else 0. And so we can see that most of the stuff is equal to 0, which is nice, but then there is weird ones like those. Why are you equal to 1, my dude? Why are you equal to 1? Oh, oh, that's correct. That is, I mean, I think it's correct. But so, for the first step, this is gonna be 0 all the time. And this is never going to happen. Wait, it is going to happen. Ah, fuck. Okay. Yeah, that's different. Okay, it's not max count plus 1. So if we do this... Okay, 1 is not correct either, but... 1 is not correct either. Let's... and current times t is greater than 0. Oh, ah, okay, fuck. And okay. So it's not getting propagated, and I'm not sure why. Because it's gonna end up at some point on this tile, and then it's gonna loop over the neighbors. And let's remove all this for now. Okay, maybe let's not remove it. Isn't there like one point like if tile is equal to start, it's equal to start. So yeah, it happens 2 times on the start, which is good. And what I want to print is print max count start. So yeah, now it's 1. And then it's supposed to do this. And it's supposed to do this for the tile, which is correct. Yeah. Oh, this is messy. This is messy. Okay, I need to do something like for t in current tiles, and I need to do v. Do if v greater than 0, t, and we just gonna print like this. Boop, boop, boop. What is in my current tiles? There is a file 5, yeah, okay, that's not very instructive, but how about here? Current tiles, updates. Okay. But it has already been shown that max count is equal to 1. If max count greater than 0, 2, so yeah, okay, it works. I mean, it seems it works only once for some reason. But wait, no. Oh la 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 la. Wait. It's not current tiles, it's neighbor. Yeah, okay. So that does look better. Can I stop printing a bunch of random stuff? So 2, can I put finally 6, 16, and if I put 10 it won't work for now. I mean, it does by luck. But if I put 50, it doesn't. It doesn't. And what I need to do is, I need to have the original, that I don't need. Then, that I have no clue what it is. That was for debugging. That was for debugging. Then, okay, this condition. This condition, that was for debugging as well. So if we're going out of the bounds, do we need max count plus 1? I'm not sure. Let's try it. Huh? Ooh. That is too big. That is too big, too big. That is way too big. So if it's going outside of the boundary, maybe I need to do outside counts is equal to 0. And in here I do outside counts plus equal to 1, and here I do plus outside counts. Nope. 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 And again, if I do 10, it's correct. Oh, wait, fuck. Now, even with 10, it doesn't work. Oh, even with 6, it doesn't work. So, original different than neighbor. No, it's not this one, it's this one. So if I'm currently observing this one and one neighbor, like those neighbors are here, which are all equal to 1, let's say. And so the max count of those is going to be 1, which is correct. But then I have one more outside. If I have one more outside, I should increase it by 1, right? Wait, no. It's if it's outside, but also if I need to neighbor counts is like so, and if it's outside, we increase neighbor count by 1. And this is neighbor count, and outside count does not exist. Fuck. Actually, no. Maybe there was something with the outside count being equal to 0. And then we do outside count plus equal neighbor count, like so. And here we do plus outside count. So we count the number of neighbors that are outside of the boundaries. And if it's outside, it means that it's going to be duplicated somewhere. And then we add it to the so max count is the count in the current garden, in the original one. And outside count is going to be the number of times we have a neighbor in yeah, that looks 16, yeah, but that's an easy one. Fuck. It's supposed to be 50. It is supposed to be 50. empty. Ah, that looks strangely divided by 4. Okay, that's a bit too much. So 200. Oh, I think doing plus equal is bad. Huh. I'm not sure actually. Shouldn't that be just max? Nope, that doesn't change anything. But that's only for the corner cases. So what happened the first time we go out of boundary? So wait, this still works for 6, right? So if we never go out of boundary, it's fine. So if we go, let's say we go out of boundary, so it's gonna count all the current neighbors. It's gonna do a neighbor count, that's fine. Then if there is, if it's outside, what do we need to do if it's outside? Oh, fuck. Fuck. If it is outside and it has a count greater than 1, so let's say there was 1 outside. That's 1, and then that's... I think we need to increase it by 1. Let's try first to increase it by 1. to see where it's getting us. So even +1 is fucked. Wait, how is +1 worse? Let's say it's equal to 1. Huh. And if I don't have this at all, it's still 50. Yeah, okay. Ah man, where do I put the +1? When do I put a +1? So it's if like we're at the boundary of two cardinals, so in that case. Yeah, my equal to 1 seemed nice. But why does it explode if I do this? So if we're outside of the boundary, can we do and so we don't want and neighbor count is greater than 0? No, that's still not it. Why is it exploding like this? Do we want to put an else here by any chance? Because maybe we don't want to update, like, this is only for the current garden, this is not for outside. It doesn't change anything. Oh no, it's slightly lower. If I go back to 10, it's 100. Oh. Okay, so if we're like on this tile and the neighbors are all, let's say 1 for a simple case, this should be 1. But let's say now that this one is also 1, and so this one should become 2 because this one is gonna go into another garden, and so now we have 2 gardens that contain this tile. And so it should be 2, so, and then the max count will be 1, so that's good. But an outside count will be neighbor counts of this tile. Of this tile. So that's why I'm surprised that it goes I'm surprised that maybe Maybe it's actually not different. Yeah, no, that's stupid. There needs to be something. There needs to be something. It's still this. But that's not gonna cut it, huh? Yeah, of course. Because we never increase it by 1. Where do I do a +1? Where do I do a +1? I don't think it can be here. Nope. I don't think it can be here. Nope. I don't think it can be here. Definitely not. Actually, isn't it like a multiplication? Because wait, if neighbor counts is greater than 0. This is quite hard. That's what she said. What if I do... Let's just do some debugging where I do this, and then after each those I do println outside. Yeah. This should only be ever 0, 1, or 2. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Is there a 2 somewhere? There should be a 2 somewhere, I think. Like for the corners, no? For the corners. No, how about if I do 50? There should be like, okay, so it also works for the corner. But it's only 2, it's never 3 or 4, right? Yes, indeed. So, okay, so we have the number of outside, like so. And, so right now it's 10. This is not good. Where do I do +1? Where do I do +1? It really looks like doing plus outside count on this line is correct. Because if all of our neighbors on the current garden, on the original one, have a max count of, let's say, 1, and then we have 1 extra on the left. And we have 1 extra on the left. Now we need to have 2. Ah là 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 là. I'm gonna stop in 10 minutes if I don't find an answer, but why is this exploding? So and I'm even saying that this is start with 1. What should we do? Plus 1. One outside we should do plus 1. Oh, wait, actually maybe it's not a plus. Maybe it's just max. No. Because if we have 3 ones here and then one that is outside, it needs to become 2. With my current logic, it would become 2, but what we have, if we have 2 on the outsides and 2 here, it needs to become... It's really strange to me that this does not work. This should really be not plus 1 but neighbor count. So we could remove the 0 like so. Yes. Oh, fuck's sake. And if I don't do this, how does it look like? So then it's a good answer, but it's exactly the same tiles. So I have the correct tile lit on, I don't know, that I visited, that I stepped on, but this is 4 times this. And I think what we need is... That sounds stupid. Where I do max like this, but yeah, I don't know. That doesn't look correct. Yeah, I mean, it's correct for this one, but it's an easy one, huh? I don't think it changes anything. Oh, okay, it does change something, but not in a good way. Not in a good way. Not in a good way. Oh, fuck me. Alright, let's put some comments and give up. To do when and how to handle when we need to +1 for new garden containing this style. Yes. Okay. And yeah. Let me give up. Alright. Anyway, still did part 1, so not a complete failure, but part 1 was really easy. So yeah. Day 21 now. Yeah, for those last day, I'm already decently happy I have 1 star. Anyhow,